Welcome back. I'm going to tie a wet cranefly, or some people call it a daddy longlegs over in the UK. So I'm just going to start my thread a little bit behind the eye. Going to come back, take that off, work back forward just a fuzz. I'm going to grab my small gold oval tinsel. You could use wire here if you wanted to add just a little bit of weight. Drop that down underneath. Next, I'm going to get my Swiss straw, or also known as raffia, and start to tie this in, and also leave it over on the side or down. You want to wet this stuff before you tie it in. If you tie it in dry, it doesn't work super well. Okay. Just going to kind of run my fingers through it and kind of flatten it out a bit as we go forward. We don't need to have a perfect body here by any stretch of the imagination. Just as long as it's reasonably flat, it'll be fine. Okay, we'll just bring that up to where our thread meets up. Tie that off good, and we'll trim this out. Next, we'll go ahead and start to rib the fly. About 5 turns in or so. That'll do. Okay, trim this out. And so I'm going to take this little nub off here so it doesn't interfere with the eye. Okay, now we can kind of start to tie that all in and down and work my thread back into the body just a little bit. And next I'm going to add 2 sets of 3 knotted pheasant tail legs. So I'm going to put 3 on the far side and then 3 on the near side. They kind of go crazy on you. It's not a super big deal, and you want these dangling way out back. Okay. Get my other set. Okay, that'll work. Finish tying those in, and we'll come back. Okay. Next, what do I do with them? There they are. Next, we're going to get some golden badger tips and line them up. And these will be the wings. We're going to have them sit right on top and go just past the bend. Like so, that'll be pretty good. Pinch wrap, pull down. Oops. We'll knot it up in those legs, and that'll be okay though. Move forward. Excuse me. Tie that off, and we'll kind of clean up the head here. Try to avoid having any major drop-offs. Next, what we need is hackle, and I've got 2 brown hackles off of an Indian neck. You really only need 1 if you got a long enough stem, but my stems are so short that I don't have room to grab them, and these have got pretty long barbs coming off both sides. So we're just going to tie these in wet style with tip down. Normally I reverse these, but I'm not going to here. Okay. We'll just start to double the hackle over and palmer this guy forward. Oops. Okay. I can see where I am on this. I'm going to try to strip off some of these barbs on the side so I can just tie off on stem if possible. There we go. There we go. And let's reverse that to the back. Start to build our head. That'll do. Let me get this cleaned up just a little bit. Wings up a little bit higher. There you go, so you can see them for the tutorial, but it's not going to matter much once it's in the water. There we go, that's a little better. And we'll wet whip and call it done. With that little tiny piece poking out in front of my head there. Hopefully I can hide that on this whip finish. Oh, the glue's setting. Right, it hid. Okay, and there you go. A wet crane fly, or a wet fly crane fly. If you like the videos, always appreciate a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and always share. And make sure you come check us out over at flyvault.net. We've got some interesting things happening over there. We've actually got a bunch of new features we're in the works of putting in, but we already have in place a way for you to digitally store your fly patterns, do some research on materials, so whatever's in the vault you can look up, and buy material, hook, or whatever. So come take advantage of those digital tools. Happy tying, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you next time.